They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Hughes, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot by Hughes! Ladies and gentlemen, the Vancouver Canucks have defeated the LA Kings 4-2. And the number one star, by far, he was involved in every goal. He didn't get a point on every goal, I think. It was Quinn Hughes, Vancouver Canucks captain, who finishes this game off with 2 points. He very well maybe should have had 3, but he officially gets 2, a goal and an assist. And my goodness, man, when Elliot Friedman said at the beginning of the season that Quinn Hughes is like his early preliminary pick for MVP of the NHL, the most valuable player, not the best defenseman, not any of that, but just the most valuable player to his team, this is what he was talking about. Because my gosh, was Quinn Hughes alive and well in this hockey game? This might have been the best game I've ever seen him play. And that's ridiculous considering the fact that he only had 2 points in this one, and that he has had so many other games throughout his career where he has outproduced. This is one of many multi-point games in the career of Quinn Hughes, and it comes to us with a series of beautiful points and a 4-2 victory for Vancouver in LA, sweeping California for, what did they say, the first time ever? I don't know if it was the first time ever, but man, you already saw it on the graphic, you saw it on the thumbnail, people were talking about this on Twitter, but Quinn Hughes, his little shake and bake at the blue line, it's kind of reminiscent of the best shooter basketball has ever seen. Steph Curry, ladies and gentlemen. I actually saw this idea pop up in more places than one, which is why I wanted to dive into it here. But the way Quinn Hughes kind of dangles and dekes and goes back and forth and shimmy shammy shakes and bakes his way on the blue line before ripping it on goal, it's like a Curry crossover. It's like a Curry 1-2. It's like Curry going up against 2 guys, jumping over and getting it by the French wall to secure a gold medal for Team USA. Okay, maybe not that dramatic, but still, Quinn Hughes had some Steph Curry-like moments in this one, and I think just with the amount of swagger that he's been playing with the past few days here, this is sort of what we have to expect, I think. This is becoming normal for Quinn Hughes and the caliber of play that he provides. Here we go. The game score impact card for Vancouver versus LA was just posted. Look at that. Quinn Hughes. He had 0 negative qualities to his game today. And his individual offense, team offense above average, team defense above average, and individual defense were all spectacular. What a crazy game for Quinn Hughes. My gosh, Ihsan Al-Gaib, this is an amazing player. You might have to give him that Norris Trophy 2 years in a row, and I get what you might be saying. Wait a minute, but Cale Makar has so many points. Cale Makar is getting so many assists. He's one of the best point producers in the league this year, yes, but that's the thing. I don't want to use the plus-minus argument, but his plus-minus isn't all too great. Plus, you could definitely debate whether or not his defensive game has been up to snuff. In comparison to his offense, Quinn has been elite at both ends of the ice, and I think it's very evident for Canucks fans who have been watching this team the past few games here that he is that guy. He's every situation. The team wildly outscores and outchances other teams when he is on the ice versus when he is not. He is the most valuable player to the Canucks by far, and the magnitude as to which he is the MVP for Vancouver is debatably as high, if not higher, than the magnitude of how much importance a guy like McDavid has to the Oilers or Matthews to the Leafs. Hey, those two teams just won games without McDavid and Matthews, so who knows what Quinn Hughes is capable of. Anyways, let's get into this game here. First goal of the game is scored right away by Quinton Byfield. It's an unfortunate turnover by Vinny Desharnais trying to play the puck up the boards. It quickly gets clogged up in front of the penalty box, and Quinton Byfield takes the puck. He swoops right into the zone, comes in towards Kevin Lankinen, dekes it to the backhand, and he buries a beautiful goal. Using that size, using that reach, only a minute 43 into the contest to give the Kings the 1-0 lead. Now, the next notable play, the next controversial play, it's Tanner Jeannot, a guy who was at one point traded for like 1 million draft picks, delivering a dirty elbow right to the head of Brock Boeser. He skates so much distance before clocking Boeser up high as Boeser is trying to make a pass. Jeannot gets a match penalty, and there's a 5-minute major on the play. Brock Besser did not return to the game, and already you're starting to see Tanner Jeannot's Instagram flood with Vancouver Canucks fans in the comments, all being nasty to him. They're not as nasty as we have seen them before. Nobody's wishing that his dog is going to die or anything like that, but they're still being nasty, and it's definitely a terrible situation all around. Jeannot just with a super careless and stupid hit on one of the Canucks' best players. The Canucks have a 5-minute power play. They're only able to score once. Quinn Hughes makes a beautiful cross-zone pass over to JT Miller, who sends it right back door to Conor Garland. Garland takes the shot, but he doesn't even shoot it on goal, and the puck goes right through the crease where Darcy Kuemper is there. He swats the puck in with his own stick. Yeah, it's an own goal from the LA Kings goaltender. That's why it's a Garland unassisted goal rather than Garland from Miller and Hughes. Should have been Garland from Miller and Hughes if Garland just got the shot off correctly, but he didn't. Darcy Kuemper helps the Canucks out, gives that 1-1 goal. The Canucks then get themselves a penalty of their own. It is Jake DeBrusk for goalie interference. The 4-on-4 commences, and that is the end of the Canucks power play. In the second period, we have ourselves DeBrusk scoring, redeeming himself, getting on the board for his 3rd straight game. It's a beautiful play once again by Quinn Hughes. Ay, ay, ay. What is this guy on? He is every single dangerous pass for this team, it seems like. As he receives the pass from Phil Hronek, Hughes does a little shake and bake, a little dipsy-do, inside, outside, right to left, and then he cuts across, shoots the puck towards Jake DeBrusk on the hash mark, who dangles around Darcy Kuemper, who overcommits trying to get the one-timer. DeBrusk says, I'm not shooting it right away. I'm going to dangle the pants off of you. Radim Verbata, Elias Pettersson style. And DeBrusk gets a beautiful goal to make it 2-1 Vancouver. That play doesn't happen without Quinn Hughes' little shake and bake, by the way. We then have offsetting penalties. Sherwood and Gavrikov, they're kind of getting feisty. A 4-on-4 ensues. We had Mikey Anderson blocking a Phil Hronek shot. Very nasty play there. Looks like it got him on the ear. He was bleeding like crazy. Inside the visor, all on the ice. There was so much blood. Obviously, we hope that Mikey Anderson is able to recover properly. And then in the third period, we have ourselves that Quinn Hughes shake and bake goal. Beautiful play. Unassisted goal by Quinn Hughes, too. The Kings, trying to break it out, send it right over to Hughes, who receives the puck at the top of the slot. He's one-on-one, checking with Akil Thomas, and I'm sorry, I like Akil Thomas. He's a talented player. He was great with the Niagara Ice Dogs in junior, but man, does Quinn Hughes make this guy look like a total clown, because Hughes goes left to right, to left to right, to left to right, and then he just kind of gets the guy out of position. He takes a shot, whips it on goal, and it beats Darcy Kuemper. And then from Wyatt Arndt and a variety of others throughout the Vancouver Canucks fan base, we had seen that idea pop up. Wow, Quinn Hughes looked like Steph Curry. The crossovers, the footwork, the handling, the shot, and it's bang from downtown for Quinn Hughes. It is a 3-1 game for Vancouver. Vladislav Gavrikov makes it close. He gets a really long shot himself that goes by everybody and Kevin Lankinen, but then JT Miller on the empty net makes it 4-2. That is the final score for Vancouver, as Tyler Myers cannot bury his own empty net opportunity. But for Vancouver, this was a game where I think Kevin Lankinen was the better goalie. He had maybe a little bit of a better workload than Darcy Kuemper did. Kuemper was all right, but like some of the goals that he let in, you can't really be putting the puck into your own goal, right? Jake DeBrusk dangled the pants off of him. That's not really his fault. And then Quinn Hughes, that long wrister. It's kind of the same thing as the Gavrikov goal. Ultimately, though, Vancouver showed very good poise in this one. You would want to see them do a little bit better on their power plays, but still, at the end of the day, the Canucks had a pretty strong showcase, and especially from Quinn Hughes, who led the charge with just stellar offensive control throughout the entire contest. There was not a bad moment from Hughes. He was even getting into it with Brandt Clarke. Talk about two young stud defensemen who have been producing points like crazy this year, kind of getting under each other's skin. That is very peculiar to see, but I love the dynamic there. If you want to see guys battling against each other, you would love to see them be the same class of player. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the Canucks and the LA Kings. What are your thoughts on Quinn Hughes and his Steph Curry impression in this one? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.